Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in Ifbar-athrâkh and ready to continue with the War of Three Peaks. I just discovered, well, I had forgotten, you can actually turn on your personal light inside buildings, and that lends itself so much to better pictures. Man, I don't know how I forgot that, but just wanted to show that to you because I think we will be using that next time we get to Durin in Circle Sulun. And of course, when we get inside Gundabad, I think most likely we'll need that light with us at all times. But I'm not sure. Now, there we go again. Enemies not loading properly. What a shame. Anyway, here we got Karlif. Stay with us, guy. And I mean, we were able to advance many different quests on the last episode. I'm kind of surprised with that. Kind of satisfied as well. But now I just need to double check what other things we can do here in War of Three Peaks. Where else do we need to go? So, the bear traps, okay. Defeating Orcs. Deliver the honey cakes to hungry dwarves. That was the Shellrock soldier that we saw at the end of last episode, right? I mean, we can remove this one. And maybe add this one. Zudramdân, we'll get to that eventually. The Frost Horde. We can get this one in here, and we can also get the Legacy of Durin. Where is it? There we go. Much more better that way. So that we have a clear direction of where to go. And all those quests about defeating X or Y type of enemies, it's not necessary to have them on the tracker. They complete themselves pretty much on their own, just by doing everything else. So, yeah, I much rather have on the tracker quests with unique objectives. Ah, here we have Orcs. Good, good. Alright. Beriathan, I didn't expect to see you here in the trenches. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. You have held the line here for some time now, and I am pleased to report that the approach to Circle Sulun remains safe. As safe as it can be in time of war. Why have you come this way? You tell Orcs that Glowing has sent you on a mission to Ifbar-athrâkh. Glowing has ordered you to the forward trenches? Then you'd best be on your way, my friend. Keep your head down and do not let those terrible fumes take hold of you. Thank you, Orcs. I'll keep that suggestion in mind. Oh, look who we have here. Just gonna leave the weapons in here. Bor is standing nearby, called your name.
Have you seen my father or my cousin?
I lost track of them after the first assault, and I have not been able to find them amid the chaos. Can you look for them? I want to make sure they are still alright. I have not been able to search beyond this trench to the northwest. Perhaps they were pushed that way during the fighting. Don't you worry, Bori. I'll make sure to look for them. Let me just double check we are not missing anything else in this trench. And there we go, ready to continue the fight. Let's help this poor guy in here. He could use a hand. Alright. Those fumes, you don't want to get yourself inside them. I'm not exactly sure where they come from. I mean, what causes them. But I mean, they look unhealthy enough, so of course you don't want to be inside them.
Ready yourself. They prepare for another assault.
Here they come. Oh, come on. I saw dwarves retreating through a trench to the north. Go help them. Yeah, but I'm missing the location for one of the Gabil'akkâ banners. Oh. What? No. I mean, the banner location seems to be on the other side of it. Metal base, yeah, look at it. Over there. Oh, alright, there we go, the banner of the Gabil'akkâ. And let's see, where else can we go now? We gotta retrace our steps a little bit. But yeah, let's try to avoid those fumes, if we can help it. Alright, what do we have in here? Lots of orcs. Now, I don't know why they are grouped like this, but... well, whatever will get us to advance the quest, right? For God's sake, fire the gambit. I'm commanding you to load. Christ. And here we have Shudo.
We have come too far to turn back now.
Things do not go well, Beriathan. We thought to sail beneath the notice of Gorgar's forces on the field, but when we were beset by ballista fire when we drew nearer to Gundabad, many of my kinsfolk were lost in the burning of their ships, and it is only by some chance of fate that ours was not lost as well. We plan to return to Sarkul Sulun and tend to our wounds. I plan to rejoin the battle, but this time it shall be on foot. Advance to the forward trenches. Okay. Yeah, Gundabad is obscured by the smoke. So we, of course, we're also gonna approach there on foot. And help the dwarves as best we can. Oh, is this... across the field of battle, the burning ruins of Zudramdân loom. What do we have in here? Well, it seems we have... ah! I think this is a backdoor into Zudramdân. I'm not sure, but we'll see if we find any indication of that. But in here we can deliver, actually, it seems, all the honey cakes that were requested. This hardened soldier. I'll get to you in just a moment. Krusty calls to you as you approach. But I don't see you, Krusty, and there are so many rings on the map. Kinda lost. Oh, we did it! You have defeated many of the Frost Ward upon the battlefield and have done a great service to the war efforts. That we have. Oh my god, how can you survive these things. Deliver honey cakes. Ah, okay. Rousty, there you are.
Another wave of enemies emerged from the mountain, forcing us to give ground.
I thought Gundabad had unleashed all of its defenders upon us, but it was not so. Another wave of enemies emerged from the mountain, forcing us to give ground.
This is not a defeat, but we need time to regroup.
The tide of battle turned against us and we were forced back. This is not a defeat, nay, but we need time to regroup. We must steel ourselves and return to the fray. You are looking for Broin? I did not see him during the retreat. When last I saw him, he fought alongside Slagby north of here. Did he not escape with the rest of us? Seems not. Yeah, I think this is a backdoor into Zudramdân. But if that's the case, well, I still wanna check what else we can find in here. Do a little bit of fighting on our own. Help the dwarves as best we can. There we go. You have defeated many of the forces of Gundabad upon the battlefield and have done a great service to the war efforts. As you continue in your efforts to aid the Gabil'akkâ, you have discovered a number of weapons of dwarf make strewn across the battlefield around Zudramdân. It is likely the Gabil'akkâ will have need of them as the War of Three Peaks draws nearer to the gates of Mount Gundabad, and it would be a great insult to allow the weapons of the dwarves to fall into the hands of Gorgar the Ruthless and his orcs. You should collect many dwarf make weapons and deliver them to Lági Helmbiter. But these guys also need our help. Orcish forces of Gundabad, the chief enemy of this war, will stop at no cost to keep Gundabad for themselves. You must defeat any of the Orcish forces of Gundabad that you come across upon the battlefield to secure victory for the Gabil'akkâ. So this is the final tier of this quest. Oh my god, we need to collect a lot of weapons. What are you doing here? While leading the war effort in Elderslade, you have been ambushed by a goblin assassin of Gundabad. Hardier than the others of their kind fighting in the War of Three Peaks, these goblins wield their hidden blades for Gorgar the Ruthless, and have been sent forth to slay the leaders of the Gabil'akkâ before they can march to the gates of Mount Gundabad. You should defeat as many of these goblins assassins as you can in the War of Three Peaks. I mean, I don't feel comfortable being in the middle of these fumes. Out of combat, well, hurts our regeneration. And in here, well, poison damage. Hopefully we can take this, I think. We have another Shelroka soldier. Oh, another assassin ambushed me. Another one? No. Just a regular soldier. Three out of 10. What are you doing in here, guys? Come over. All right. So far so good, I think. Lots of people in here. That's great. I mean, I don't get tired of repeating that, but It's amazing seeing all these players around. Yeah, I don't remember seeing this many players just a few months ago, so I mean, the game has done a great job, it seems, at improving the experience for newcomers, but also for olds, and that is a welcome addition. About Sapper, okay. I'm not sure, but I think there is a quest in here. I remember something about these sappers, but... Roin! Roin is trying to help free Lági from the rocks that have him trapped.
By Durin's beard, I am glad to see you.
Lági and I fought against wave after wave of orcs, but we were forced back by the sheer ferocity of their attack. During a break in the onslaught, as we prepared to rejoin the others, Lági tripped over some hidden court and was partially buried beneath these foiled stones. It must be some goblin trick, set here to ensnare us. Help me lift these stones from him, Beriathan. With a mighty roar, a ferocious orc charges forward. Oh! You are the one that fled in Sarkul Sultan, right? Well, it ends here. As Hawkboost falls, Roin leads Lági to safety. Now, something I'm not sure about. This trap that Lági fell for, was it an orcish trap, or was this one of the traps that Inko said? That Imak said. Man, I'm so terrible at these dwarven names. But you get the idea. It always seemed to me that this was an unintended friendly fire on Imak's part. But, well, until we get a confirmation, I guess we can't be sure. What now? All right, so okay, yeah, I think we are getting closer to Zudramdân now. Yeah. Let me just remove some more of these quests. Meet up with Lági. Okay. We can do that later. Oh, jeez. I picked it up. I can't believe it. I thought for sure we were gonna get interrupted. We've been interrupted by fighting just one guy, so I didn't think we had very good chances with 3 of them. Well, the game is weird that way. We can take this guy down. You have defeated many of the forces of Gundabad upon the battlefield and have done a great service to the war efforts. Again. Now we have made it to Zudramdân through the front door, which is more of my style. And let's see what we got here now. When conflict broke out, Zudramdân was the first hold to be lost to the Orcish forces of Gundabad. The once dwarf-held outpost has now fallen into the hands of orc warriors. The forces at Zudramdân are sure to fortify their defenses, unless something can be done to dwindle their stores. Okay, I guess we can do that. Zudramdân was destroyed by a nearby siege encampment. Ah, this door in here. I think that's the one that will take us back to the trench. Yeah, we gotta check that passage at some point. Oh, come on. He's gonna interrupt us, of course. Alright. Seems there are more enemy stores to the north, which is kinda weird. But I think if we enter Zudramdân, we're gonna find, yeah, the commander we needed for the quest. That's good. This place is absolutely wrecked. Commander Mosgood has been defeated. You have successfully defeated Commander Mosgood. Those with the war effort will be pleased with what you have accomplished today. And fortunately enough, there are also a couple more items here for the quest. Yeah, there is a weapons rack in here. And there is another one in here. Yeah, but that seems to be it. Now, I'm really curious about that door. I think that's gonna provide us with the shortcut we were looking for. Ushkútoz. And most likely we'll get a quest for this passage. So let us see. Ah, yeah. The Ushkútoz trenches. The orcs have dug out with winding tunnels in the shadow of Zudramdân, further defiling the dwarf ruin. From these tunnels, they create plans to thwart the Gabil'akkâ vanguard and bolster their own defenses. These orcs of the Ushkútoz trenches must be removed. Yeah, this will take us really close to the dwarven trenches. And we have the trench captain here. Alrighty. You have defeated many orcs at Ushkútoz, giving the dwarf forces opportunity to advance upon the battlefield. Now, I'm not sure if we are gonna get some more quests now that we have completed these trenches. Maybe at Zudramdân. I don't know if the game was expecting us to use this tunnel earlier. We'll need to wait and see. Who's attacking me? Oh, all these guys. Oh, come on. Because now it seems... Yeah, I got further north from the trenches than I thought, so... Maybe that was not the door I was looking for. I don't know, we'll see in just a moment. We gotta get back to the trenches. You have defeated many orcs upon the battlefield and have done a great service to the war efforts. Okay, well, there's a goblin assassin in here. We need that guy. But yeah, they are taken. The server is really lagging behind. It's not hurting a lot. It's not that bad, but it's kind of distracting. Commander Hushkútoz. Yeah, this is one of those other guys that is really tricky to get. But he isn't as strong as the orcs, so we might try our luck against him. I don't feel confident facing a 5 million morale enemy on my own. You have defeated many Agmarim upon the battlefield and have done a great service to the war efforts. Kinda lost my way now. I'm not entirely sure where I am. Ah, you also got aggro on me? And this is the last spot for the traps. You have successfully placed many of Thera's traps on the battlefield. Those in the war effort will be thankful for all that you have accomplished. Alright. We are only missing one more dwarf for the honey cakes. But now I am not sure where I can find him. Now, Come on. Helmbiter soldier. Oh. He's up top and I don't know how to get there, but... Well, he's not far away at least. Known as Ifbar-athrâkh, the Gabil'akkâ have erected a defensive trench within the stones of Elderslate. Is this the one? So this is just another quest hub. Alright. Yep, just running around in circles. Oh, Lági and Agnar. Agnar stands among several dwarves deep within Ifbar-athrakh.
Have you a moment?
Ah, good. I shall see that these are wielded into battle once more. Those brave dwarves who gave their lives shall be avenged in Durin's name.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
Have you brought orders from Commander Glowing? Give them here. Agnar unfurls Glowing's orders and begins to read them. It is as I feared, my friends.
Our need is dire.
According to Glowing, it seems the advance of the Gabil'akkâ has stalled upon the battlefield. The enemy is too deeply entrenched around Zudramdân and regrettably their defenses have failed against our assaults. We have found ourselves in bloody stalemate and I have no doubt this is what Gorgar sought all along. Gorgar has all of his orcs, all of his defenses and all of his tricks to bring to bear against us from Mount Gundabad. There is no Erebor for us to retreat to in Elderslate. Our only defenses are our axes and these old ruins, and we have meager supplies if we hope to outlast them. A stalemate means only one thing, Beriathan, and that is the defeat of the Gabil'akkâ. Hope is not yet lost, though. My scouts have discovered weaknesses in the Orcs' defenses at Zudramdân, namely a trench tunnel known as Ushkútoz that they use to swiftly move forces to either side of the old ruins. With your aid and a bit of luck, we might turn Gorgar's overconfidence to our advantage. Glowing speaks highly of you, Beriathan. Let us see if this fate is not misplaced. There is much to be done.
Aye.
If I have learned anything about Gorgar the Ruthless, it is that he is cunning in his misdirection. The orders held by many of his orcs are often partly or wholly untruthful, and they exist only to confound the plans of Gabil'akkâ. However, my scouts have reason to believe that a few among his forces were missives written by Gorgar's own hand, and I do not doubt him. It is rumored that these missives are held by trench commanders of Gundabad, but I cannot say for certain if they all carry them. I have a task for you, Beriathan. In addition to collecting orders from the orcs on the battlefield, you are to find one of these missives and deliver it to me here in Ifbar-athrakh. If these missives are indeed Gorgar's will, we might learn what few truths can be gleaned from the other orcs' orders.
Aye?
It is good to see you again, Beriathan. After hearing a number of reports from our scouts, I believe the orcs' siege weapons are well prepared to repel an assault on Zudramdân and the surrounding lands in Elderslate. The Gabil'akkâ would be undone if we pressed a direct attack, but I have seen a few of our dwarves gain ground against Gorgar's orc by unusual means. I am told you are a most clever man, and so I have a task for you. Find a way behind the orcs' lines and destroy their siege engines. When that is done, report back to me.
Have you a moment?
I have received reports that several wounded dwarves of the Gabil'akkâ have become trapped on the battlefield. It seems many have only a sprain and minor wounds, but if they cannot soon get to shelter, the orcs of Gundabad will put them to death. You must find the wounded on the battlefield and aid them as best you can. Do whatever you must to get them back on their feet. Once they are able to stand, send them to Ifbar-athrakh. The Gabil'akkâ leave none behind. Alright, so here we have the 3 veterans of the 6th War of Dwarves and Orcs. And as you see here, they are sending us back to Ushkútoz. I told you there was more quests in that place.
Aye?
The Battle Mender will remove the debuff from the fumes, so you can always come back here if you need it. Nowadays, well, the debuff doesn't seem so bad, but maybe if you are fighting larger enemy forces, it will be more noticeable. So far, we haven't had any issues with it. So, just gonna leave the trenches in here. Now, how do we reach this high point so that we can deliver the last honey cake? T-posing is not the answer, by the way. Somebody else. Yeah, for God's sake. I hope the situation improves eventually. Oh, we can retreat a little bit, talk to Lági, advance the legacy of Durin alongside the other quests in the war. So yeah, let us do that.
Did I hear you rightly? That trap was not set by the Orcs?
But by Imag the Stout Axe? Is this true? Is he a fool or has he been stricken with some madness? We have difficulty enough fighting the Orcs without having to worry about running afoul of traps set by our supposed allies. I cannot believe these have pox on the Stout Axes. You must make this right. Find Imag and ask why he has chosen to fight Dwarves and not Orcs. Does he not have enough enemies from which to choose that he must attack his supposed allies too? Yeah, so Imag was responsible for this one. I knew it. I told you so. Well, now we can avoid some of these enemies and let the dwarves take care of them. And fight only the ones that we can definitely not avoid. We gotta return to Circle Sulun eventually, but there are still a couple things we can do on the battlefield before we go back. You are a very difficult dwarf to get to. I hope you enjoy. You have successfully delivered many of Sighild's honey cakes to hungry dwarves on the front lines of the battlefield. Those brave fighting dwarves will not forget all that you have done to assist in the war effort. Langar and Barthmath? Really? Might as well go back to Circle Sulun at the end of today's episode so that we can have, once again, that we can retreat to a safer location. But for the time being, let us press on. Oh, come on, don't run away. Now who... Oh. All right. Barrel of black fire, okay. Yeah, there's something else we need to do with those. We have the French commander for the other quest as well, the Orcish orders. You find a hastily sealed missive on the defeated French commander. As you continue in your efforts to aid the Gabil'akkâ, you have discovered a number of exposed barrels of black fire kept in the Orcish trenches around Zudramdân. The black powder in these barrels must be the supply from which the Goblin sappers craft their terrible explosive for use against the Gabil'akkâ. You should ignite the barrels of black fire and destroy them. Consider it done as well. And you see the black powder explode? That's awesome. Oh, here we have the wounded dwarves as well. Let me get you back on your feet. Gundabad will be reclaimed. It must be. Yeah, but we need our people alive. So retreat and get to fight another day. You kept this dwarf alive to fight another day. You see exactly what I was saying. Oh jeez. Alrighty. Making good progress, I think. Gotta keep on exploring around. Let's see what else we can find. Do the wounded dwarves respawn at the exact locations? Can you farm the same locations until you get all the 7 dwarves? That would be great. You are truly a friend of the Gabil'akkâ. It seems to be. Seems to be so. Walking doesn't hurt as much anymore. You truly are a friend of the Gabil'akkâ, yeah. Yeah, that I am. Oh, come on. Oh. Who applied this disease on me? Make it stop. Yeah. We will win, right? Of course we'll win. Oh, another assassin. Yeah, I think I'm missing a couple of those. Yeah, exactly. Well, was just missing one of them. We have that quest completed too. You have defeated many of the goblin assassins of Gundabad stalking the battlefield around Zudramdân. With the goblins routed, the Gabil'akkâ can now press onward to Mount Gundabad and hinder by hidden blades. Awesome. Alright, we got the catapults. Now, we need trebuchets and ballista. Okay. And some more black powder as well. Talk to Lági Helmbiter, yeah. As soon as I complete all the other things, I'll go back to him. Alright, that's the path to Ushkútoz, but first, let us see if we can get all the other trebuchets. Bloody fighting rages in the eastern pass as dwarves work to undermine frost tusks and siege engines. Oh my god, we're only missing one ballista. No, we're missing a few more ballista. But okay. Gotta take care of the guys in here so that we can once again enter Ushkútoz. Nestled within a small trench, the eastern entrance to Ushkútoz is defended by a few orcs. More than a few, but still manageable. Alright, so back to Ushkútoz it is. And let's see what else we can find inside this tunnel. I mean, nothing else it seems. Are you sure we're not missing something? Ah, the western entrance to Ushkútoz and the western pass to Zudramdân. We can scout both places. Talking to a cliff beside the road to Gundabad, the western entrance to Ushkútoz is poorly defended. Yeah, I think Lági is doing more to defend this entrance than these orcs. They are really not doing that much. I think we can continue planting the banners of the Gabil'akkâ. It seems this is... yeah, a natural progression of what we're doing right now. Planted banners of the Gabil'akkâ. Some of the supplies that we also need to destroy. I hadn't forgotten about that. Oh, come on. Alright. Anything of interest in here? The supplies I was missing. And we just need one more. Gundabad war leader. I think we don't need to fight this guy for the time being, no. Maybe we'll get a quest to get one of these war leaders later. But not yet. You have destroyed many supplies and weapon racks at Zudramdân, thwarting the Orc efforts to fortify the ruins. Those in the war effort will be grateful for all that you have done here. Now we can continue following the path towards Gundabad. There are a couple more banners that we can plant as we continue doing all the other quests. Goblin Assassin, I don't need any more of you guys. Alright, missing 2 ballista. Come on. Seems we are not ready yet to move further north. We're actually gonna stick to this southern portion of the road. The Orcs' defenses remain largely intact in the western pass. Well, we gotta look for the Ballista, try to avoid as many of this. Yeah, Commander Hashkor, that guy, you don't want to fight. This guy's in here, we do. All right. It seems we need to find another one of these trenches with a black powder. Oh, there's an Orc Ballista there. Is this the last one we need? Yeah. No. I don't know anymore. No, we need another one. Ah, but we have another one here. That's good. All right. Yeah, thank God for resolution. I have said that, and I will say it again. And I don't think I have any of the life tap enhancing traceries, but it's still that good on its own. Alright, I think that's all we needed. We can go back to the trenches, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the March of the Gabil'akkâ. We gotta get back to Circle Sulin. Yeah, but that's all we can do for the time being. We're gonna get back to the trenches, and I guess that will be, as I was saying, as good a place as any to rest until the next episode. There we go.
Our need is dire.
I am glad you have returned, Beriathan. Ifbar-athrâkh may not be a house of healing, but the dwarves you rescued will be safe here for a time. I shall see that their wounds are tended at once. You have my thanks, and those you aided have offered their truest gratitude.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we
Did
always have.
what? Ha! Those foolish goblins almost lost the battle through their own carelessness. That ought to teach them not to leave their barrels in plain sight. I don't think they will learn that lesson anytime soon.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
If Gorgar has even half the cunning of his forebears, those siege engines will not be the last obstacles in our path. Even so, he cannot slow our advance forever. You have done well, Beriathan. Yeah, that's what I thought, that's what I'm talking about. So, we have completed quests of the War of Three Peaks, as well as quests of Elder Slate and War of Three Peaks. So let us check all that right now. So, quests of War of Three Peaks, Virtue XP, Veteran of the War of Three Peaks is the title, and more Virtue XP and more Reputation. Loyalty is now level 73. That's good. We're about to cap that one. You have done much to aid the Gabil'akkâ in the War of Three Peaks. And I'm not done yet. New Deeds of Elderslate, Explorer of Elderslate and Slayer of Elderslate. Elderslate Mount. I don't know exactly how that mount looks, but that sounds interesting. Sadly, I haven't been able to find a picture of this steed, and we cannot preview these cosmetics. That's a shame. There is some grinding left to do to get that one, but not today.
Aye?
You were able to find one of the missives. That is excellent news. Now, let me have a look at this. Agnar studies the missive you've recovered and compares it to a few of the Orcish orders you collected. Aha! There are many inconsistencies between the missive and the other orders, but each mentions the passage called Ushkútoz we recently discovered beneath Zudramdân. It seems that Gorgar plans to send one of his most trusted lieutenants to Ushkútoz to oversee the destruction of Ifbar-athrâkh and the routing of the Gabil'akkâ. This may be just what we need to break the stalemate. I shall prepare a plan of attack at once.
Have you a moment?
I have received word that Kraznákh has arrived at Ushkútoz. If we are to break his stalemate for the Gabil'akkâ, we must act before the chance is lost. Lági and Reithvald will infiltrate the western entrance to Ushkútoz, and we shall take the eastern entrance, Beriathan. Where our paths converge, we will find Kraznákh and his orcs. No matter what happens, they must not be allowed to escape. Are you prepared, my friend? I think this is an instance. Yeah. And I hope this one is really short, but it would feel very anticlimactic if we end the episode here. We gotta complete this. The moment is at hand, Beriathan. This may be our only chance.
Desperate to break a bloody stalemate in the War of Three Peaks, Agnar has devised a plan to infiltrate Ushkútoz and impair the defenses of the forces of Gondor.
Let us do it.
Yes.
It is time, Beriathan. I hear orcs ahead. It will not be long before they discover us here. I hope that Lági and Reithvald have reached the western entrance without incident, or our mission may well be over before it begins. Let us fight our way through Ushkútoz and put an end to Kraznákh. Swiftly now, Beriathan, it will not be long before we are discovered. Right behind you. Arr, how'd one of you filthy dwarves get in here? The third time we get in here, as a matter of fact, at least my third. I cleared the way for you, Agnar. Quiet! I hear them ahead. If you can get closer without them noticing, perhaps we can see if Kraznákh is among them. Go on! Without being seen, I'll do my best. You do not see Kraznákh, but the central chamber of Ushkútoz is teeming with orcs. Kraznákh is not with them? Let's slay them while we can. For the Gabil'akkâ! For Gondor! As the last orc falls defeated, Agnar beckons you over.
Have you a moment?
Bah, all of our reports led us to believe Kraznákh would be here. I do not like this, Beriathan. I need a moment to think. Keep your wits about you. We have them! Do it now! A trap! Ha! Did you think your little ambush would actually work? As Kraznákh taunts you, you discover the trench tunnel has been collapsed behind you. Yeah, I figured that, but I think he doesn't expect our reinforcements from the western side. At least I hope we can surprise him that way. Otherwise, I don't know what we're gonna do, right, Agnar? But yeah, I'm confident. What an ugly guy. Don't get in the picture, Garliv. Lieutenant Kraznákh eyes you with disdain. Ah, old Brokentooth. I knew you'd come. Your companion's head will make a fine trophy, but you owe the line of Azog a great debt, and I am here to collect it. Ah, but my lad here could use a bit of sport. Do what you will, but leave old Brokentooth to me. The Lieutenant of Ifbar-athrakh still got some fighting in you, do you? I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, he's a hearty fellow. Alright, that's enough fun. Get him, lads. Lads? Where are the rest of my lads? What did you do, dwarf? All of a sudden you hear rapid footsteps in the distance. The Helmbiter and the Firebringer. I'm still more than a match for you, old dwarves. Yeah, but... come on, guys. You are not helping. I need the help. Or maybe not, but... then don't claim you fought with Kraznákh. You are not doing anything. Glory to Gorgar. Glory to Bulk. With a sputtering cry, Kraznákh falls defeated. Lági, Reithvald. You had me worried for a moment, but I knew we could do it. Kept you waiting, Agnar? Huh. Just like old times. Yeah, but I'm not familiar with what the old times mean to you, so please don't do that to me again. You were a great help in battle, Beriathan, but if it's all the same, I am glad my old companions came to our aid when they did. Kraznákh is dead, and his little trap did half the work of destroying Ushkútoz for us. We've done it. Let us get out of here. Yeah, that was quick. Our victory was hard fought, Beriathan, but we have triumphed. Without Kraznákh to lead Gorgar's forces at Ushkútoz...
Our need is dire.
Without Kraznákh to lead Gorgar's forces at Ushkútoz, the Gabil'akkâ will soon overrun their position, and we shall claim far more than Zudramdân this time. Agnar holds his axe aloft and points it at Mount Gundabad. Old Gloin was wise to send you to aid us, my friend. We couldn't have done it without you. We got... yeah. The agility one.
Yes?
However, there is one more matter to discuss. Gloin sent one of his scouts, Muta, to investigate the new arrivals at Kaivatsar. It is my understanding that you two have met. You see, a company of Darhands has come to Elder's Lake, and it seems they've taken shelter among the Angmarim of the Iron Crown. We do not know their intentions, but their presence here cannot bode well. If we are fortunate, they will not involve themselves in this war, but otherwise we must be prepared to face yet another force allied with Gorgar and the Orcs of Gundabad. Such an alliance is not beneath the Darhands after all. If Muta has done well, she will have already infiltrated Turaggal. If something has gone awry, do what you must to bring her back to Sarkul Sulun. Scout Kaivatsar, Beriathan, find and aid Muta as best you can. Alright, it seems we have one more stop left before we go back to Sarkul Sulun. At least that seems to be the case. We'll find the answer to that question on the next episode. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.